Well, good afternoon, everyone. We have a special guest with us today. You know, when I called Robert, I said, "Hey, Robert, come on over so we can do a podcast." He said, "So what's the theme?" It's like, it's what you want it to be.
It's VivaStyle.
It's what you want it to be.
Hi,
Hey,
Stella.
how are you?
I'm great. Nice to be here on your special show. I love it.
Well, thank you so much. So we're doing this today because you all KTSM just ran a special segment on the Viva Auto Group.
Yes, a whole show, in fact. Studio 9, of course, which is Sunday nights, 10:30. This is a lifestyle show, so I think VivaStyle and Positive Southwest Living go pretty well together. I think it would make a good, informative show, and there's so much more than just cars with the Viva Group. You have your foundation, your fund, and we talked about manufacturing, the microchip shortage.
Right.
We've talked about a lot of things, so I think people will like it. I certainly learned a lot.
Good. Well, we're going to put together a little story and a little package that we call these packages, right? So we can put some video behind all of this. But today we just want to talk about you and what you've been up to, and how important the automotive industry is in all our lives.
You know, I think it's very important because I have 3 kids, so I have fleet insurance. Basically, I don't know about. I don't know how each family does it, but what I promise my children, all 3 of them, is like, look, I'll buy your first degree, okay, and I'll get you a car that will get you through a car, yeah, that will operate, as in you starts and goes while
with
you're
tires,
in college. Four tires. Yes, you get the whole enchilada there. Will it be old with lots of miles? Mm-hmm. But once you graduate, once you get that first degree, then I said I'm gonna invest a little more. I'm gonna get you a car that you'll love, and it'll be worthy of a graduate. And then I said, but the second degree further, hey, that's on you, babe. That's on you, babe. If you're in medical school, you're smart enough. You can figure it out. Mom and I are done.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, well, you have a highly educated little group yourself.
Yeah. But I do have a 17-year-old, and he's already driving as well. So I know about insurance. I know about gas.
He just
money,
walks
everything.
into any Viva Group dealership and just closes his eyes and points.
No,
okay,
it doesn't work that way.
Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't work.
I
that
thought
way.
with the Stella. Sure.
So tell me about you. What have you been up to? I watch you on TV. I know you have your Studio 9 segment, and that's pretty cool, and that's really interesting. Plus, you also do the weather.
Do the weather on the weekends for KTSM, and then we shoot that lifestyle show, Studio 9, at various points during the weekend. It's all edited. It has a wonderful team, and they make it look great, just kind of like your backup team. It comes out so good. You watch, you're like, wow, did I participate in that? Was I there?
Was I there the whole time? Of course.
That? Yes, and interviewing people. And hey, I learned from the best. You and I have known each other a long time.
Long time.
Like 26 years.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know if everybody knows, but Robert Bettis is a meteorologist and one of the smartest people I know.
Oh, Stella.
Absolutely.
Well,
you're very talented.
Right back at you. You are the platinum name, and probably always will be in the news of El Paso. I mean, there's no other Estella. And I can remember my first job was at KVIA, where we were for many, many years together, and what a great place to work. I loved it there. And, I can remember getting picked up at the airport, a young kid in college, and I open it up, and it's Rick Glancy.
Oh my gosh, a long time ago.
Yeah, the senior weather guy. I'm like, oh my gosh, because I grew up in the Albuquerque area. So he went by Rick Sanchez in Albuquerque. Mm-hmm. And when I opened up, I was starstruck. I can't believe, what is this? And then, and I walk in and see you because I grew up in Alamogordo. My grandparents lived there. So we watched Channel 7 all the time, watched Gary, watched you. So when I got to walk in and meet everybody, I was truly starstruck.
So long ago.
It was a long time ago now. I don't know how a quarter of a century passed like that, because it just went like this. Yeah, it really did.
And you are one of the smartest people I know. And my meteorology degree is very, very tough to obtain.
Thank you. I have one from the Walter Cronkite School too. I have 2 degrees, and my first degree in journalism, but the meteorologist sort of took over. I wanted to do that, but life is long. We'll see where things go. And I loved TV. I never regretted one day picking the news as my career. I just love it so much. I love TV. I love the people around TV. I love the whole vibe. It's fun. It's really, really, it's as fun as it looks, or at least it can be.
Absolutely. Everybody asks me, so, you're live. It's like, yes, we do live newscasts, but it takes a whole team to put a newscast together, and that's pretty cool. Tell me about Studio 9.
Okay, Studio 9, David Candelaria, he's the GM of KTSM. Man, he was fishing around for this idea for a while. I mean, this was his brainchild, and he's like, "We need a vehicle. We need a vehicle that, where we can do serious if we want, or we can go, splash down the tubes over there at Wet and Wild, or we can get emotional, or we can get touching. We could do anything, and
everything in between,
and everything in between, and it's open to businesses. A lot of people, I think, lose track that we have our TV license to serve the public interest.
Right.
Let me say that again. TV is there to serve the public interest. I think sometimes that's forgotten, that we're here to help you. We're here to spotlight you. It's all about our community and putting it up there. And if a business is struggling, well, then let's go help them. Let's get it going. And, prosperity and positive Southwest living. So we go out and we shoot, maybe a couple of times a week, and we'll put several segments in the can. In the can is, for later.
Recorded.
So we're actually I just taped the intros, outros for the 18th of August. So
you're way ahead.
We've been disciplined, and we've just, we just keep on shooting and build it up, and it's good.
And that's where the Viva Auto Group comes in, because we did a whole hour this morning.
Yes. I've noticed that when you are the Viva Auto Group, you move up in the lineup faster.
As it should be. As it should be.
If there's an Estella somewhere in your name, you're moving up. They're gonna slot you earlier. So
good.
So good.
To serve the community.
That is, and commercials are part of. And the businesses who support a television station are just as much a part of the community as anything. And there's a good balance of what you can do commercially, but is also informative. They can be both simultaneously.
And like you said, we did some special segments. I believe in content. I was in the news business for so many years that I believe in content. You have to give people information so they can walk away better informed and better educated. So we talked about the microchip shortage, the Stand with Estella Fund, job opportunities at Viva Auto Group, and the Recon Center, the new Recon Center on Red Road. And so we had a lot of fun doing that at the Mazda store, which is a beautiful place to go and visit and go buy a car.
Yeah, it's out there at the freeway and Zaragoza, so hardly any cars come by.
Hardly any cars come by. That's right.
No, it's a beautiful dealership.
So I know that you are juggling several things in your life, with the 3 kids, with Studio 9, with your weekend weather casts.
Right.
And what else do you do?
Host and produce the open house show. That's my wife really runs that company. That's her baby, and she has sold this product in numerous cities. It's real estate. It's a 30-minute show that features homes for sale, and it's in Austin, Wichita Falls, Rio Grande Valley, Tucson, and here.
Wow.
And it's local homes in that market, and then we mix in a little lifestyle and entertainment as well. Because the pandemic has made everybody love 2 things: their homes and their cars, because it's really the only thing you're guaranteed to have access to. During the pandemic was your home. People started looking around going, well, if I'm stuck here,
better
darn it, I want some better cabinets. I'm tired of these cabinets.
Right.
And, and your car, that's probably the second biggest investment that anybody will make. Have you, I'm sure at some point in your life you've had a clunker.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Several clunkers.
And is there, honestly, is there anything worse than that feeling of trapped when you've got a car that you just can't rely on?
That's right.
You budget
just make
out.
It work.
Yeah, just please work, please. So it's
no
worth
flat tires.
It's worth investing in.
Yeah,
definitely.
Absolutely. Well, you failed to tell everyone that you also do karaoke on your free time.
But did I? Or are we going to tease it for a build-up We're going to sing.
What are we going to sing?
No, this woman can sing way better than I can.
To sing. Do you want to sing?
What do you mean you used to? Stop.
No, I don't sing anymore.
Well,
Not even in the shower.
You don't even, that doesn't, you don't stop singing. That's like, oh, I forgot how to ride that bike. I forgot how to drive. You don't forget.
No, you don't forget. You just don't sound the same because you don't practice.
I did learn something from a good friend of mine who does karaoke. You know her, I believe, Virginia Varela.
Oh, she has a fabulous voice.
Yep, she was a karaoke host in town, very famous, and a wonderful person, and oh my gosh, can she belt it out?
Oh, spectacular singer.
She's in your category.
No,
I'm down here, in the Shirley Temple crowd. Right, I'm in the Shirley Temple crowd. I get up, and occasionally it goes well. But she taught me there is a thing called the vocal lift, and it is apparently every single singer has a couple of notes that they go between their chest voice and their head voice. Yes. And if you don't know those notes, you could get yourself in trouble. And I sang
and you don't hit those notes.
I did last week by singing Waking Up in Vegas by Katy Perry. I sang that. And it was difficult because I can sing really high. I'm a high tenor. And it's like, oh my gosh, the man is falling apart up there. Get him a Shirley Temple, get him off the stage.
Are you going to give us a little taste of that?
Not that song.
Not that song. Okay,
what would you like? I mean, I don't.
Just a little unforgettable.
Unforgettable, that's what you are.
Unforgettable.
Unforgettable, near or far. I need the bouncing ball on them.
We just gave you all a little sample.
The monitor. You know what?
Carry the words.
You're one of those voices. What do you mean? Oh, I don't sing. Okay. Anyway, she's one of those that if you sing a duet with, you're guaranteed to sound good. You just have to throttle back a little bit, like at a blend in. Boom! Everybody's oh wow, you're so good. Thank you so much.
Well, we just gave people a little sample. Do you want to sing some more? I'm not prepared, but if you are, I'll follow your lead.
Let's circle back.
Okay.
Let's circle back on the singing if we can. If I think of a great song,
okay,
that is topical, we're gonna sing it. Something about.
Everybody's holding on, watching us, going, "What are they doing?"
I was trying to think about a car, but the first song that came to my mind, we definitely can't sing on Facebook.
Which
anyway,
is that? Yeah. I can't imagine which one it is.
Anyway, so yes, I love to sing. Sometimes I sing in church with the choir. I go to Calvary Chapel, and
I go there once in a while too.
I know.
It's nice.
Yeah, I love it. I love it so much.
I sing there too.
It's
so important to have that spiritual connection. We talk about connection. We make connection with our commercials. We make connections with our friends. We make connections right now on the podcast. But it's so important to also make a connection with the man upstairs.
Oh, Estella, I don't do anything. I mean, anything anymore without Jesus. And it's a war of good and evil going on, and a lot of people, they aren't dialed in. But if you are dialed into that supernatural side of life, it's clear. You can tell, you can read people's eyes like right away. Who's really hurting? Who's scared to death? There are a lot of people hurting that I think really need the supernatural power of God.
Absolutely, and we don't notice many times. We just lead such busy lives that we don't look at anybody straight in the eye. And when you look at them, you can see that pain. And you got to help them out.
It's required to help them out. And you can apply faith in everything. You put the Lord in, you can put him in your family life. We counsel couples who are about to get married at our church. So Amy and I get in there, and we're very honest with them about, because life has kicked us around nice and good. Mm-hmm. It kicks everybody around real good. But that's just your training. That's just the fire will separate the gold from the
absolutely
the residue and leave you really solid. You can put faith into business. When you are operating a business and you have people come in and you have a shot at earning their business and earning their business, like we talked about in those segments we did together. It doesn't just sign here and goodbye.
No.
It goes on and on.
And that relationship, you have to build that relationship and live and behave and conduct yourself with purpose.
Right. And with integrity and with honesty.
Absolutely.
And it's like, I think honesty is so refreshing. People hit it sometimes. It hits you like a truck. You're like, oh my gosh, somebody told you the truth. But it's invaluable to get the truth. I mean, there's a way to say the truth. Somebody asks you, hey, how'd you enjoy waking up in Vegas, huh?
Oh, I didn't like that. No.
Yeah, looks like we found your vocal lift, sir. I'm so
it's
sorry.
somewhere in between the diaphragm and your head voice.
Don't do that song again. Pick a higher or lower. Thank you.
You know what? The beauty of doing a podcast like this is where people get to know who you are. They see you on TV and they think you're, in a special way, or you're something better than everybody else. And you're not. We're just like you. We are just like you. And now we learned that you're spiritual, that you have your real estate show, that you do karaoke, that you wear a lot of hats. So Robert, thank you so much for coming in today and
pleasure.
for sharing and for opening up your heart and sharing your story and sharing your life with the VivaStyle Podcast. So we appreciate you.
Love is in the air, in the whisper of the trees. You do the da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I don't know it.
Oh, okay. I know what we'll be talking about after the show.
That's right. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Stella, my pleasure. Thank you.
And we'll be seeing you around, and we're going to have to get together some other time so we can prepare a few more songs.
I love it.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'd like to hear what you think about today's conversation. Go to the Viva Auto Group Facebook page and like us. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car or truck, we invite you to choose a Viva vehicle.